the gentlelady from Maine, who probably has a different opinion on blueberries from Washington than the gentleman from Washington.
Thank you very much, Mr. Chair, and thank you for understanding the supremacy of Maine blueberries, which I've proven to the committee many times. If you're around, I bring in blueberry pies every year to the Appropriations Committee so that they can taste the qualitative difference in our blueberries.
I love it. I love it.
Secretary Rollins, thank you so much for being with us here today. I appreciate your time. I had a chance to watch the Senate hearing yesterday online and was very pleased to hear your exchange with Senator Collins about the PFAS issue. I hope you will bring your mother to visit us. I'm excited to hear she's a PFAS Texas legislator who came because of PFAS.
Yes.
So I know we'll be talking about that much more, but thank you for that. Thank you also during that committee for hearing your commitment to staying in touch with us. You have to understand that one of the big challenges for us in this unconventional cutting phase of this administration is cuts have been made through the DOGE, not through the USDA. We normally would have rescissions or rifts, so we would have far more information to deal with. That's why many of the questions are before you today. So I hope you will keep up that commitment to stay in touch with the House as well as the Senate. Those are very important conversations that we have with you. I also noticed that many of my colleagues talked about the LFPA program, and I just want to clear up a few of my concerns. I'm really devastated to see this program be cut. That was such an important way to get more healthy fruits and vegetables into our school lunch and to our feeding programs for people in our food banks. My understanding, one of the arguments that you made is it's a COVID-era program. I was there when we put together this program. Well, that was because we had empty shelves and problems with our supply chain. The COVID taught us you can't depend on international and national travel, that you need to buy more locally. So this was an important program to turn to our local farmers and how we would change some of the ways to support small to medium-sized farmers, which I've heard you commit to. The fact is, in our state, we don't have a lot of money sitting around. Of the 2.6 million, we only have 164,000. So saying that this money is sitting around, I don't know what's wrong with the other states. For some of them, I think it's the reimbursement process. It takes many months to get the invoices out there. Also, it takes while to develop these relationships with farmers. But now that they have them, we're going to lose them when you cut down this program. It's CCC funding. I know that's often controversial, but I am worried that you're taking back the CCC money because there's only less than $5 billion in there, and last time Trump had to pay out $29 billion, President Trump did, on the tariffs. So those tariffs are costly, and I don't want to see this money just going to pay off bad tariffs. I'm excited to hear you got some good information coming on that, but I want to clear up any misconceptions there. Farmers are mad that their contracts were cut. We had our first tractor rally in the state capitol in Maine, and farmers were showing up because they weren't getting their REAP grants, they weren't getting their EQIP grants, but they were mad about those broken contracts, and our state is worried about losing those relationships. So just want to clear that up. Also with the RCPP program, I know you're working to get that money out, and I heard you say to Jean Shaheen yesterday you're going to check on one of her programs. I got $15.5 million out to our wild blueberry growers for the impacts of climate change. We can pretend it's not real, but we have extreme drought in our state, and that money is going 75% to farmers, 25% to engineers. So if you could check on that.
What was the name of it again?
It's the RCPP grant for Maine wild blueberries, $15.5 million. And happy to send a pie so you know how delicious those blueberries are.
That might be
staffing
necessary.
cuts. I'm sorry I'm talking so fast, but I have so much to say. We are very worried about our local offices. I know that people, you say staffing cuts were voluntary. Well, we got rid of all the probationary employees. Then we were told there was going to be administrative review. Some of them would come back, some of them didn't. Let's face it, a lot of people were out of work. They weren't sure what was going to happen, and they took the deferred resignation. And we lost, I think, 4 engineers in that process because we paid no attention to what their job was in the first round of those layoffs. And many of those people didn't come back. So now we have severe staffing losses at those offices, and it's critically important. I am going to run out of time, but I just want to say most of this has been about the challenges we're already facing. Normally, this would be a hearing about the budget, about the skinny budget, which isn't enough, but what the problems are that we see going on in the future. And I just want to say one of the real concerns for me is that you've eliminated so much in rural development on housing, single-family direct housing loans, self-help housing grants, housing vouchers, rural business programs, which aren't housing but could have a ripple effect. I'm just saying, those are severe cuts. Now, you say they're duplicative, too small, but I think those are going to have a huge impact, especially if this administration cuts HUD. I also just want to quickly say, you have committed to saying that you believe in buying from local farmers, that enhancing our local economy, healthy fruits and vegetables is a big part of MAHA. So if you go ahead with these MAHA boxes, which are also in the plan, I want to know if you'll commit to making sure that we buy locally, that we put fresh and healthy food in there. You said our food banks don't give people healthy food. That's in the justification of that. But the fact is, you're taking away the program that allowed them to give fresh, healthy food.
I am so excited about the MAHA box opportunity, and without being the person packing the box, it's hard to say exactly what to commit to, but believe me, I will ensure and do everything I can to make sure those boxes are sourced locally, that they're nutrient-dense foods, and that we're doing everything that we can to help those with the least among us, frankly.
Great. If you commit to that, we'll be anxious to work with you. I'm sorry for going over, Mr. Chair. I tried to talk as fast as I could. Thank you.
And I have so many answers, but I can't answer them. But I would love to continue the conversation, and that's
Please.
true for everybody, anytime.
We would appreciate following up
Yeah,
on that.
thank you.